third day of Dota 2. We're up some good wins from last time. If I remember correctly, we won all of those games. Yep. Last time we played ranked, we won 3 games straight, bringing us up to 3005 MMR. I am really feeling it. I'm excited. I feel like we can do it again. So, I will start queuing now because we never know how long it's going to take. Who knows? It never really is consistent. I queued for 2 games today, unranked. Both of them came up in less than 10 seconds. And this one came up in about 15 seconds, so you never know. Sometimes we wait for 5 minutes. One of those things. But you learn to accept that there's no way you can predict it. So, today I'm thinking I'm going to be banning Slark more than Legion, because I think that the whole Slark thing just isn't as scary, and the Legion thing isn't as scary as it used to be. Alright, I'll go over this. I will unclick Jungler, because I don't know how that happened. And I will casually go over Medusa, I think. Just so that people know exactly what I'm all about. Have to make sure that they're on the same page as me. Casually go over. Looks like my sound is working just fantastically. Sorry for the echo you're about to hear. So we have a Legion. That's funny. A Juggernaut is a small issue for Medusa. Is there somebody better? Ursa's really good against Jug, but I don't know how I feel about a safe lane Ursa. Maybe Ursa? PA's okay, but it's not ideal. How about Ursa? Good Jug counter. The reason why it's a good counter is because Jug's going to ult, do a bunch of damage, but if Ursa ults, 80% damage reduction, so it's pretty strong. Decent against Nyx. The mana hurts, but other than that, I'm decent against Nyx. Don't want to choose PA because I'll hurt myself real bad on a Spike Carapace. Inevitably. I'm feeling that Ursa is probably pretty legitimate right now. I will pick. If I'm going to be in lane, then I'm going to want some Tangos. I'm going to want a Stout Shield. And just for the extra ability to farm, because Ursa's right click is okay, just not great. I will get that Quelling Blade. I'm not sure. I think I want an Iron Branch instead of a 2 Iron Branches instead. Maybe not 2. I'm trying to remember exactly what I could get instead. Clarity's kind of pointless. I'll just save the other 50. I want an Iron Branch because it's going to build into my Vlads, which I'm going to end up building. This is not the game for a Mask of Madness because Jug is going to shred me if I do. Mask of Madness, Jug ults. Bad situation. I'm going to need to make sure I keep my ult always available, so I already know that going in. So look at Ursa's fur. It's kind of poorly animated, you know. Oh well. The rest of it looks nice. I like his mouth, for example. Shiny tongue. Always gotta like that shiny tongue effect. I want to get an Orb of Venom to help me chase better. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna help a lot. Jakiro's gonna hit him with his either his Liquid Fire or his Ice Path, and I'm just gonna monopolize. I don't think I need the last hitting power because there's no one who's gonna contest me. Jug's gonna be in safe lane, which I will. Jug's gonna be in safe lane. Nyx is gonna be off lane. Probably gonna have a Pudge mid. This might be an off lane Treant Protector, but we'll see. It depends what they pick next. That'll determine what it is. Tree could also be roaming. Hard to see where Tree's going, but In this lane as it is, I'm not worried about last hits versus Nyx. He's not going to really contest me very well, so I want to slow him so he feels scared. I want him to have the fear. Alright, I watched the creep wave. I'm going to hit him once. Okay, so that changes that. So this is a roaming Pudge. And Invoker's move. Which means Pudge is going to be probably, you know, painful for us. Which means that we have to have our Axe into our off lane. Axe kind of forced that. We'll see. They'll figure it out. I know where I'm going. I'm strong against Nyx if I ult. Okay against Invoker because I can throw off some of his abilities, but not great. Kind of bad against Treant because he gives multiple hits of, you know, reduction slash not the damage at all. I won't be betting this game. I will be predicting because I lost my streak. Axe better lane versus Jug. Just honestly. I'm not sure if I want to... I probably need Fury Swipe, to be honest. Not really queuing that up right now, I was just looking. Alright, so I'm expecting that Nyx is going to try to come in here because Nyx can take runes very easily. He just comes in with Spike Carapace ready, and if you try to hit him, he stuns you. If you don't try to hit him, then he gets a free rune. The thing is, if he does that alone, he's dead. If he comes with Treant Protector, I probably can't kill him. They might have Nyx come over with a Pudge waited to hook him backwards, and there's not much I can do about that except purposely get hit by a Pudge hook. And I really don't want to. I don't see him, so it looks like this might be a free rune. Nah.
Who calls me? Sit upon them. Sit upon them.
Arcedesto's good. I just wasn't planning on it. I have other things like for survivability. Alright, the Pudge and a Nyx. I just shredded him. And this is what this is going to be like. All I need to do is get a second level and then they can't come near me anymore. Crud. And I'll get boots as soon as possible. And we'll be golden. He's slow too. Pudge is a very slow hero. I have so much move speed over him. Nice. I made sure to dodge Nyx stun, and that guaranteed me the kill. Alright, let's go be aggressive. I'm not super fast comparatively. Bringing a lot of experience suddenly, unfortunately. Pudge is waiting back to hook. He knows I can kill him now. Pudge has no healing besides a Fairy Fire. He is screwed. He can't come to the creep wave anymore without risking death. fine. Doesn't do anything to me. I'm actually gonna take Earth Shock. I hate taking it, to be honest, but it's gonna increase my ability to kill dramatically. Plus, I'll get more damage from this blade of attack anyway. Alright, so they wasted Shrine. Just waiting calmly. They're pushing the wave a little bit. And we're pulling, which is nice. He's still slowed. The Aura Venom got me. I'm dead. I got tower aggro, that was my mistake. I wonder how aggressive they're gonna try to be here. To lower him down to the lowest I can possibly get him. I'm gonna keep doing it, and they can't stop me. As soon as you get phase boots, they literally can't stop me. Alright, that's fine. I don't get hooked into the tower or anything, so... They're switching off who's in lane and who's not at this point. Alright. I'm gonna get my Blads ready. I'm actually gonna get another level of Overpower. I don't have a lot of mana, is a problem. So it's gonna be rough. First thing I'm gonna build if I can is the Sage's Mask, though. He's gonna keep me as low as he can, and that's okay. Doesn't do any damage, because my int's very low. And I'm still basically getting free farm. Once I get ult, I'll be able to really dive. I'll sit around with it. If it's a TP, I'm dead, but otherwise I'm fine. And I even got a catapult last hit. That's style. And I'll buy a ring of regen, because why not? As I said earlier, they are going to have a hard time to stopping me. I do have enough to cast both of my abilities. I probably should swap this out, huh? I didn't realize he gave me a tango.
Let them see our teeth.
So at this point, being 3-1-1, we are destroying this lane. They can do nothing about me unless they have big rotations from other lanes. The only downside is I can't roach too soon because I didn't take enough Fury Swipes. But we'll get there. I'm alive, and that's what counts. I'm not keeping Nyx from ganking other lanes. So I've already done a service to, you know, like our off lane, for example. And now I have good mana regen and good HP regen. Easier than typing K. Just do the push thing. Nyx still isn't level 6. Now he is. Now killing him is going to be very difficult. He's invis. Gotta let my teammate know. I just saw Pudge.
Against all strife.
Yep, dead. I tried to ward him, but I was too late. Sucks that my voice chat isn't loud enough for me to be able to talk to my teammates. I would have told him to back up. Was there a missing treant, by the way? No. It's hard because he's an invis hero, you know, walking around, but whatever. I can go into the jungle basically anytime I'd like. Despite not having my morbid mask, it doesn't really matter. I'm a high enough level and have enough regen that I'd probably just be able to do it. We have top and mid tower, so despite what had happened, we're still actually doing pretty well. Alright, I'm increasing my ability to take Roche now. I'm gonna have to take him soon. Alright, well I tried. Oh. They denied, so they still give me money. So now that I have the Vlads, I have lifesteal. So I'm pretty scary for their team. Which is exactly what I want. Smoke, 2 TPs. I recall a courier and then tell her to recrow. I would have taken that. I don't really know what happened. It just, I missed, I suppose. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna take it, back up, then smoke and go back in.
Tracks of intruders. Double damage. Sit upon them.
Gotta smoke. You can't ever walk in there. Alright, got a level out of it. I really can't go down there. I'll just double die. It's not worth it. Their team does have a lot of magic, so I think this is one of those games where I'll actually take the magic resistance. Can't TP is the only one, you know. Doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Just bring him outside the box so I can stack this. Huh. Can't forget they have Pudge. That's a very important fact. Trying to restore some mana, so I'm trying not to use my overpower. I got one. Wasn't so bad. Wasn't great, but for my sake, I got it killed. And now I'll have my Blink Dagger momentarily. My mana's really low though, and it kind of sucks. The Arts of Life, you know. I would have loved to take that damage, but it just isn't the wise thing. I'm thinking that the early game is smarter to build for, because the late game will be mine anyway. So I'm building Sanjin Yasha. It's a nice early game item. Nice. Okay, we want that. Want that. That. Made Pudge waste this hook. He did a good job, even though the game screwed him. Still got him. And this is fake. Put the money, I suppose. I actually wasn't paying attention. That's not my problem. I'm sad not to be able to take the damage. And funny enough, I'm probably gonna take the armor too. I need survivability. I need to be more of a tankier, so we have damage. I have to live. Yep, I'm actually gonna take almost all of the survivability aspects. That was a slow rune. I want this very badly. I must have it. Crap.
The enemy is near.
Very sad. Manta first Jug is a little bit silly. He has like no damage because of it. Besides his ult, of course. Ult died right at the end there. Nothing that could have been done for me, I guess. Really upsetting, though, to die that way of all ways. Echo Saber and Legion Commander is dumb. Don't buy it. Don't be that Legion. It's pointless. You have a ridiculous attack speed anyway. You get to press the attack. Complete waste. They're only 5-man ganking, and they're smoking. And we're just kind of walking around. And they're about to die. One of them anyway. Legion should just get out. Blink, 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 blink. I want to grab Invoker or something, but that doesn't really look like a possibility. We're only 20 minutes in the game, and they're up 7 kills. Despite my lane going very well. And it always bothers me when that happens. Jug wasn't in our lane, and Jug got fed. He was against a Axe. I understand Axe isn't gonna, like, you know, prevent Jug from farming, but you'd hope something positive would happen. But we have to make up that ground. If we can make it last long enough, we'll be fine. Trying to build my Yasha real quick. Mecha Mana Boots on Jakiro is nice. We do need some wards though. And we have decent wards, but not perfect, you know. One of those things. College doesn't have any mobility items yet. We have to rely on that to prevent him from killing us. I would love to attack Jug. I can take him solo, but only solo. They have Treant. I'll be there. On my way. Nice. He's slowed. Because he definitely went through with the TP. Always be aware of that. Did the TP go off or not? There's like a different effect you can notice. not really sorry. I need it. Leech Seed's gonna kill me. So Wind Ranger who... Oh, she doesn't have a Blink Dagger, okay. I was gonna say, if she had Blink Dagger, she could have saved me. Shackle Shots and Blinks, but... She built kind of silly in my opinion, and I guess that's just what I have to accept. Well, I got my Yasha in my inventory for some move speed and some damage and stuff. I have Battle Giant Strength, just a little bit more survivability. It does not have any 1 duels. That's nice. I see Invoker. Never mind on that whole no 1 duel thing. We're not in time. He had no mana, so he couldn't call. I know they're illusions, but I might as well hit them anyway. Roche is probably up. I'm gonna take that next. Gotta be able to have some vision, otherwise I can be jumped anytime. Can't wait till I hit level 18. Your ult gets real good. Really low cooldown. They're all around the Roche pit. So that's not where I'm going. Alright, now we can.
Against all strife.
Alright. That was big. Time for us. Actually, time for BKB. They got Jakiro. We don't need to let them have anything else.
Who calls me? For the forest.
Not worth an axe call. His defusal, which kind of sucks. Nothing I can do to stop him. Literally nothing I can do. All I can do is deny him this farm there. There's all of them there. Dead Legion. I still have Aegis. The Shakira was being a little bit melodramatic, but Aegis is back up. To be honest. And I'm ready to fight, we just need an initiation. Oh geez, here we go. How many? Oh. I need that. Alright, tanked up. Got myself 200 health. I'm ready to fight. BKB is gonna help me a lot because it prevents Nyx from doing anything. Prevents Invoker from doing anything. Fudge, mostly. I wish I knew what if Legion was going for Heaven's Halberd or just a Sange, what the deal was. It's not the time to fight. It's not the time to fight. Just ult up again? Nice. That's a duel for Legion. That's awesome. Tree's dead. Got him. We have the power as long as they don't make smart plays, basically. Alright, coming top to help them. Typical, no Aegis, of course. I really need that 250 health, to be honest. That was awesome. That's not awesome. And this is gonna go terribly, so just get out, everybody. His TP should be switched. He did. Probably dead before it's gonna matter, though. Nice. I got hooked, which is really bad. What's he gonna say? I would love to hear it. I would love to hear his criticism. I'd love to jump in there, but that's not gonna work. I tried to hurt Jug. Came back in when it counted. I'm trying to get something going here, but crap. There's still 3 alive, and he goes out there. It's killing me, you know? I need a lot of surplus, so I can get this BKB. At least I got the health talent. And the 14 stats talent will help a lot, too. I was considering taking the Furious Swipes talent because you'd think if I built all tank, then I could afford 1 talent that would really increase my long-term damage, but I'm never gonna have enough. I'm never gonna have enough health, you know. So I'm BKB into Scotty is my plan. Mine. All farm is mine. What's 1375? Yep. Got a long way to go. Almost 1,000 gold, but oh, they were here. Doctrine's missing, still my explanation. Oh my god, I'm just down for a year. That was ridiculous. Can't defend solo, unfortunately. Jug's too big. The one we had somebody, you know, who's actually a laner laning against Jug. I'm hoping they're just gonna back. But I kinda doubt it. Too many Yules and things for me to even bother trying by myself. How close are we? We're close, but not quite there. The fact that he can't kill Fudge is very sad, actually. To be honest. Get back to defend that, unfortunately, yet again. I'm being forced to stay around places I don't want to be. Alright, I have the AKB now. I have to work towards the Scotty, but I'm never going to afford it because I barely have buyback as it is. So, I'm kind of ready for a fight. Kind of. Can you stop that? I need to farm somewhere. Figured Jug's gonna have it. Yep. Why'd I get smoked? Who would smoke me? And why? Tree's DD's about to end, so it doesn't matter. Jug's just... he's got money, you know? I've got money too, but not that much money. It's a hard game, you know? The problem too is that, gotta get back to base. I have buyback, so I'll be okay regardless. Jug's dead. Get away from me. This guy. GG. Well, stuff happens, right? We'll analyze the game. We'll see exactly why we lost. As per usual. Looks like I lost 25. Oops. Alrighty, scoreboard. Let's see the damage. I had the highest from the team by far. Axe did surprisingly little, considering that Axe does a lot of damage. And I'm sure, what did he even buy? Did he have a blade mail? Ideally would have had a blade mail, to be honest with you, but he never had any money. He's broke. He's like shockingly broke. Axe really lost lane, you can tell from the money. Wind Ranger did shockingly low, considering that she actually did get money. I mean, look at her. She has stuff. No damage. Useless to us. Legion did not play well in the early game. Did not get enough duels. Was not there enough. Died way too much. That killed us too. I didn't even do as much damage as I was supposed to, but at least I had money and did more than my team. You know, I did as much as what I could with what I had. So she has the same net worth as me. She should have had way more kills. And had a lot more damage. That irritates me, actually. She went mid, and she just really didn't do much with it. Invoker had really high net worth, as did Jug. So mid and top lane. Now, granted, some of this isn't mid's fault, because getting a hand on Midas, of course, is going to guarantee you have a lot of money, but one of those things. So we'll see the graphs. We had a little bit of an upturn here, and it just kind of ended up bounding down. So I was doing okay most of the game, but at this point, Jug was already far ahead of me. Legion was ahead of me, too, for a little bit. I think. And who's blue? Invoker? No, Wind Ranger. So Wind Ranger and Jug had most of the farm, and Wind Ranger fell off, and Jug picked up. And I started falling off near the end because, you know, things went wrong. But I had money most of the game, you know? I was trying. Wind Ranger fell off, and I don't know why. This is where Wind Ranger should be powerful. Right around there. And Jug just had way too much farm for the beginning of the game. I don't know what happened, but somebody let Jug do way more than he was supposed to. Jug got a Yasha by 11 minutes, in addition to his Aquila and his phase boots and his Portman shields. Finished that into a Manta by 16, had a Diffusal by 23. That's completely unreasonable. I was doing well, and I had a Blink Vlad's with my phase boots. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing still worse than Jug, even though I had my Yasha at that time. You know, he still had more net worth than me. Realistically, Axe just did not do well on lane, and Wind Ranger did nothing with her farm. She had farm, did not get kills with it, did not do damage with it. What can you do? Who would I like to see? Yeah, Jug is somebody I'm pretty done with. Just let that be. Well, actually, you're supposed to nominate as many people as possible because it increases the chance. So on my team before were Nullset, Ben, really long name, and the Rainbow guy. None of those are on my team this time, so I'm happy about that. I don't know who this person plans to play, but they didn't select carry, they just selected lane.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
Wondering what we can do here. So far, we have a Sand King. He'll help. Oh, and the matchups weren't great either. Axe is not great against Nyx. Not really. Free is strong against almost all of us, especially me and Legion. And Axe, actually. Pudge is strong against Jakiro, Wind Ranger. And Invoker is strong against all of us right-clickers because of the disarm. We had a Pudge pick, I don't know why. There's nowhere for him to go. We have a jungler now. So I don't have a support. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and not pick Medusa. That's not going to work. Maybe Chaos Knight would be better here. Honestly, this is just a terrible team comp. It's awful. Not very good against PA, but I'm good against Bloodseeker. I'm okay against. Okay against Weaver. I don't want a Pudge to help me. I'd rather get solo experience, to be completely honest with you. It's just easier. I don't think I need this Quelling Blade. It's kind of pointless. I don't know. I think we're getting a mango, I guess. 2 mangoes. Very fire. I hate this game sometimes when you get this kind of stuff going on. I'll end up having to mute them, but I can't mute them yet. I don't know why we have a Nature's Prophet. I really don't understand. It's actually really bad too, but Nature's Prophet's really bad against Bloodseeker. Well, not bad against Bloodseeker, I guess, but not great. And it's really bad against Sniper. There's going to be a very toxic game from them. I have no streak, so I might as well.
NPS merda! Muy pussy.
Sorry, Nature's Prophet. Oh, jeez. Winning is fact. I'm with this guy. He's got me. He's already got me under his on his side, you know? We're going to lose because this draft is awful. Just being honest, being for real. But we'll try our dangest. Pudge and SK failed us. One of them should have bought Courier. Try to get this range creep out ahead. Very hard to like dip in. At least Weaver didn't get it. Considering that it is Weaver, might as well just have stun prepared. As soon as I get Reality Rift, I'll be able to kill Weaver if he's really aggressive. Since I have 2 mangoes, I'm really not too worried about the Weaver harass. I mean, it hurts, but it could be a lot worse. Alright, if Weaver comes around again, I have a solid chance at a kill. $50 mana, get to hit Weaver with an armor shred. I'll take it. I am running out of tangos though. His harass is actually getting pretty bad. I can get a kill on Weaver in 10 seconds probably. All I have to do is bait Weaver into thinking that I don't have anything going on. And then surprise him with a stun bring-in combo. Ooh, we got it off. Okay. Oh, he salved up? Okay. So he's through most of his healing. Alright, get my Chaos Strike up so that I might be able to crit and get some health. Right there, for example, is perfect. At some point, I'll have a chance to do something positive. I don't know why the PA saying end. Apparently their team is full of toxic players too. If I really want to get a kill, I should probably level up my Reality Rift. So I might actually be able to bring Weaver into my area here, but oh no, not really sure if that'll work anyway. That's the best that it gets. I have enough for a stun. I got him, so now it's time to back up. Go to base. Bloodseeker doesn't have thirst. Usually it shows the thirst debuff, I'm pretty sure. This TA is gonna get hurt right now. He missed. Wow. Lucky TA. No right to be alive. He can't really come here anymore. Not safely. There's always going to be the threat of him dying. As long as I have mana anyway. Which I really don't right now, but I will. It always comes back eventually. Perseverance is the key. I have stun again. If I can just get a max damage stun, do 250, he'll probably die depending where he's at. He's chilling around trying to sap experience. I'm not gonna do anything because I guess I can't even last hit. I was gonna say I was gonna prevent that, but not with those misses. We were still missing. Apparently I scared him. There he is. With a ring of health, too. Because that's what'll ruin my day. Free money for me. I'm gonna try to wait till I get my level 4 done. Ideally. There we go. Now I can do as much as 275 damage, which really, right now, isn't a big deal because Weaver could just take it. The only thing I could hope for is maybe a something good. I really can't possibly kill Weaver because Weaver's level 7. I'll never get the chance to do enough damage before time lapse. That's what happens when you get a safe laner with no support. Eventually everything just breaks down. Gotta get ready to use my Fairy Fire. A little bit of emergency healing when necessary. I'm in trouble. There's just not much I can do. Like I said before, make the most of what you got. Since I can't lane against Weaver anymore safely, I'll just get some jungle farm. Wherever possible. Thanks to my lifesteal, I can usually keep going for a long time. And nobody's gonna buy Courier, I guess. I got a great team. Toxicity is just the expectation, but at least nobody else is doing it right now. I'll increase my Chaos Strike. That was cool. He was doing it to, you know, to do something productive for them, so I'm not really mad, it just kind of sucks. Oh, that was surprising. Well, Weaver's not top, then I suppose I'll take advantage of that. I'll get some good farm. I don't want to push because it's not going to help me any. Taking out the catapult now will help stop that. I guess back to the jungle. It's going to be a really boring game. A lot of suffering, I guess. Get this bounty rune before somebody else tries to steal it. Take my attack speed once I get the chance. 15 is not really a ton, but it helps. It's less than my Glove of Haste. First hit crit, love it. He has a Perseverance now, so there's nothing I can do about it. He can just live forever there. Like, really forever. Doesn't matter what I do. Thanks to my increased attack speed, it's pretty easy for me to jungle, though. I'll show up. Just because I'm displeased with them doesn't mean anything. Oh, it was nice anyway. We got a kill. Got a tower. I actually have some money. Saying he's probably gonna end up taking that. Oh, I just was gonna rush a made a style because why not, you know? Now I have the full armlet. Helps me farm, helps me fight, all kinds of good things. I don't know what I can do to Magnus here, but Lieutenant's Prophet paid attention. Oh, that was good. Got an assist, which was nice. Not great, but it was nice. I'm just gonna use this. Those are not creeps I can take because I just don't do enough damage yet. Of course, he's still going to manage to cast on me. Typical stuff, you know. I managed not to die yet, so that's already an accomplishment, being against a Weaver. So I'm just gonna wait until I get the opportunity to be fighting. I'm gonna make stuff happen. That's my game plan. We can do this. A level 12 Chaos Knight was okay farm. Okay. Not good. Okay. So we could probably do something. That was dumb. I don't know what she was thinking. But that's a dead PA. I got some good money from it too. And now she's not getting money. So somehow we're making this work. Despite poor communication and all that. I could kill Sniper if I get the drop on him. He does not have anything that would scare me. Oh. Well, his probably stopped, so. Now I attack super fast. Why would he attack it if he was going to Midas it? I don't understand. People. Oh, just unfortunately sapping my experience, and I don't like that very much. They're all bottoms. This is our tower. It hurts to be in this, but I'm just gonna do it. Okay. I really don't care. Like I said before, I lifesteal from my crit chance. So let's go back in the jungle and just gain some health. And then come back with a vengeance, you know? We got the tower anyway. It was totally worth it. I haven't really been around to participate very much, but I'll get there. Eventually. $3.99, that's good speed. Get some attack speed, get a lot of agility, so I have armor. I mean, I'm ready to fight. Since I have my ult. I'll go take this Invis rune. See if I can do something. Looks like they're about to kill Sniper. So unlucky, this PA. I'm faster than PA, so. A lot faster than PA. And I had enough mana for stun, so lucky me. Unfortunately, I do not have enough mana for anything else. Oh my, now I do. Then strength. Make me tankier, I hit harder. Exactly what I need right now. Ooh, perfect timing. If only there was more people there, but that's okay. They didn't care about pushing the tower, I guess. I don't even know why Pudge left. I know he was earning himself, so maybe he had less help than I thought, but we had a solid shot at taking something there. But now that my ult's down, I'm just gonna go back to farming. Can't fight without your ult as Chaos Knight. It's just dumb. I love armor shredding ancients. It gives you much easier time with them. Let's stack. I apparently didn't stack, even though I totally did. And this TA is completely... I'm over here for a reason. Like, stop coming over here. She can farm lane. She has a blink dagger. If it's easier for you to farm lanes, then farm lanes, you know? Well, we got a tier 2 tower. That's pretty good. Nice. My illusions do a bunch of damage because the armlet's activated. And they're going to keep pushing. Because they're illusions. And thus have no reason not to. They're only going to get a hit or two each, but... it's still good. Still damage that otherwise would not have been there. Now I can get my ultimate orb. Almost have my Manta. Once I have my Manta, I will be very, very powerful in these team fights. I'm excited for that. Plus my movement speed goes up by 2%, which is more significant than you might think. We're persevering. Despite this game kind of starting out really lame, we have a chance to make it something, you know? Now that I have free illusions, I will gladly go look for somebody. Weaver is the only somebody I really don't want to run into. He blinked. Dodge my stun. There's a PA there. I dodged the silence, which is amazing. That is how you do it. Gotta make sure I regen from this. Play it safe. Go back to our shrine, actually. Heal up there. Next, I think, a heart might be the way to go. Just build greedy. If they're gonna let me get away with nonsense, I might as well take the advantage. Looks like things got out of hand over there. With a DD, I might be able to take Roche. I'm taking it, whether this TA thinks so or not. There's some healing for me. Probably should get this. It's the wisest play.
Maybe no one attacked Dire's towers for a few seconds. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, somehow we've managed to turn this game around dramatically. We're just gonna let the tower have it. I'm dead. Fortunately, I do have Aegis. Put him in a sweet punch hook. Oh, he did get it. I gotta get it for my team. And that is how you armlet toggle like a pro. I'm not gonna say it. There's no reason. They never taunted us, so no reason for them to have to deal with it. I got the tower now. We have a huge advantage pushing. It also means we can take their shrines. Well, that's good. Not that as much money as I would expect. Just gonna get the other 500 gold up so I can get my Reaver. I'm pretty excited. This is a Chaos Knight game that went well despite everything working against me. Get that Reaver. Gives me a lot of health. Like 500 health. Boom. It's actually literally exactly 500 health.
Other flames out.
I don't know where they are right now, but I also don't want to run into them on accident. Weaver. I can't do anything to Weaver. It helps regen. I'll just focus my illusions on taking this. I don't think they can, but they can certainly try. They can lower it down to the point where we know we're going to get it. I'll just go take it. Screw it. No more TPs to that. That changes the map dramatically. We want to run across somebody here. TA's looking to grab someone. Definitely the right call. That's real. Well, they got me. Mostly because we didn't have everybody. But it's still working out in our benefit. Probably just hook up. We're getting buybacks. Got another tower, which is a wonderful thing. His Prophet does not have a Deso, thus the pushing is a little bit slower than you'd hope, but they're getting there. He still has decent damage. And he did not hit like he thought he would. They really should have focused on one Rex and not went for both. If they had all focused on the ranged Rex instead of the melee Rex, they would have taken it. It has less health and less armor. That's why you should never split your attention between both. That kind of miscommunication just cost us the ability to have one of their Rex. I kind of just want to charge Sniper with his haste rune, but I know it's probably not the wisest thing to do. Because you never know what's going to happen. I'll just do something safe and take their shrine. I actually want their bounty rune too. But now he has a Deso. Awesome. Now they've lost a large part of their map control. They're kind of stuck in their base if they want to be safe. And I'm tanky. I love it. Just saving up for my heart, and then I'll be all ready. I'm actually pretty tanky right now, but it just doesn't seem to ever work out that way. I always seem to take a bunch of damage, because Sniper's getting pretty fed, which worries me. But we have a solid chance at this anyway. Roche is up. Even without the DD, I still do a bunch of damage. The duration on Reality Rift just isn't long enough, unfortunately. I should have a crit by this point. I'm getting kind of mad, actually. These quintuple bashes and stuff really getting to me. Just gonna leave. Screw it. Not going back into Roche. Not worth it. Not until I have some, either finish my heart, or just sap enough health from the jungle. I unfortunately did weaken it for them. This will be my heart. Everything will be wonderful after this. Then I will get Scotty, I guess. Now that I have heart, I have more damage, more health. Not worth it. Wow. They go fast. Didn't expect that at all. Unfortunately, Roche does trigger a heart to, go away. You're still stunned. Oh. I was thinking he was coming back in. Well, that's okay. I actually have ult again, so I'm ready to fight. That's good enough for me. I took Rex for it. I'll exchange my ult for Rex any day. And Aegis also was exchanged during a big team fight, but totally worth it. We now have a lane of super creeps. Another lane, they're missing their tier 3 tower. We have a solid shot at this. Now I'm almost at my level 25 where I'll get my cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction will allow me to use Manta Style all the time. And ult much more often. It's a very long cooldown, so it's necessary. The problem is they have good AoE. That hurts. You know, maybe get an Abyssal Blade or something. Isn't gonna have a better cooldown. Maybe Scotty's not the right way to go. Abyssal would be nice. We'll start with the tankiness. Dust. That's what I'm talking about. And now my health is already coming back like crazy. Oh, this is great. This game seems to be over. I can't believe that. We just megas them. I'll get myself an Abyssal Blade because I can now. I can just buy one outright. It's a lot of money. Then I guess if I have the time, I'll get a Scotty. Now my Abyssal Blade to do more damage. I'm even tankier. And the cooldown on it is less too. 28 seconds for an Abyssal Blade. Seems fair. I do need to get some mana though. Time for Sand King. Help him out, hopefully. Fake country. Alright, this guy is unfortunately also going to get muted. Which is the only one who hasn't said pretty much anything. And I appreciate him for it. I love it. When it just works out like that. I just shredded their team. GG, well played. Game I thought I had, I lost, and the game I thought I was going to lose, I won. Just goes to show you. I did not get my challenge, unfortunately, just because the random chance of him having the lifesteal. 25 back. We're back where we started. Alright, we have plenty of time for another one, so let's do it. And we will look at exactly how it's possible that we won. Let's look at damage real quick. I'm just curious. I'm sure I didn't do the most. No. I actually didn't do that much at all until near the end. Sand King did work that match. He was perfect against their team. He can hit Weaver even if he's invisible, you know. He can interrupt Magnus. He's very strong against them. So he did a lot of damage because he got a lot of farm. He had a lot of items. He was actually was not the highest net worth on our team. Templar Assassin and Nature's Prophet both were. So I really didn't play a very important core on our team, even though I was our safe laner, because safe lane was rough. It's against Weaver. None of them really had a lot of money on their team either, which I find shocking. I don't know what happened. Like, let's see we just were winning progressively, I suppose. The net worth chart says that I was always in the middle, which is fine. Sand King was getting farm in his off lane. TA was getting a bunch of farm mid. Pudge not so much. But Pudge picked it up a little bit when he got kills. I picked it up somewhat when I started getting kills near the end. NP got into the higher end as he was allowed to farm. I mean, realistically, I guess they just didn't farm very well. There's no other excuse for what happened. There's nothing else that shows anything. We just had a progressive trend to do better in the early skirmishes, and they didn't farm during them. They wasted a lot of time moving around and trying to get kills when we're getting farm. Even me, I even had a decent amount of farm. You know, I was within range, despite the fact that I had a rough lane. Because I had a bunch of last hits. I had more than everybody on their team except Magnus and PA, and I was close to Magnus, you know. And PA, being somebody with a Battle Fury, should have a lot more last hits. They really just failed to get last hits. I did a bunch of tower damage, by the way. And they didn't get enough money. And there's nothing really special about it. They really should have won because they had an advantage, you know, in my lane, basically. Weaver was allowed to solo it. They should have had more people other places, but I guess Bloodseeker didn't come out of the jungle early enough to matter in those lanes. Sand King was allowed to get farm, TA was allowed to get farm, Nature's Prophet was allowed to sit in jungle and just rotate as he saw fit. And that's what happens. You let people farm, and they're going to obviously have more money than you. And their team did not farm well.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
I'm happy about it.
10 seconds to pick.
I'm gonna be... Oh, well, there goes our mid. Not sure if you can. I'm pretty sure you can. A Lycan. So a split pusher. Spectre. I think Inspector. Increase our team fight presence while Tinker's not there, and it'll help me stop Lycan. Because I can just I can global on him whenever I see fit. So he's chasing my support or whatever, I'm in there. They have an Invoker on their team. Invoker does hurt me, but it's not the scariest thing around. Shadow Demon.
Only 10 seconds. 5. Hurry.
Now whatever, I already did it. It doesn't matter. Not very good against Lycan. Because you can't slow Lycan when he ults. It's literally you're unslowable. You move at max move speed, kind of like a haste rune. When you ult, so. The ult doesn't last very long, though. So I'm not really concerned about it. I'm fine against an axe. We've done this time and time again. It always seems to work in my favor. So I'll get my stereotypical build. I don't know if I actually need the Stout Shield, though. Probably do. I'm going to wait a second before I commit. The reason I want the Stout Shield is because it makes it easier to buy into my Vanguard. But I could always buy it after the fact. I don't need to buy it right off the bat. Anchor support. It actually wouldn't be that bad in this case because it would crap on Axe, but whatever. I'm sure they're just switching and they just don't know how to, like... Obviously the guy who's going to be swapping to get Tinker is going to probably be mid, but... So they might have a Winter Wyvern in the off lane, and that scares me. I'm going to want this. If they have a Winter Wyvern there, I'm not going to be able to tolerate it. It's going to be Jug, Winter Wyvern, Lycan, Invoker, Axe probably, but I don't know that. And what would I buy anyway? If I had 200 gold to spend, I guess... probably like mangoes and stuff. Just for regen, maybe fairy fires. I don't really want to buy into a wand. It's not going to help me a lot in the early game. I have faith. I'll eat Lycan, I'll eat Axe. Jug and me will be kind of even. I shouldn't have any problems late game except Winter Wyvern. I'll eat my team. Because technically speaking, if I'm in a group, I don't think they count, they get flagged as allies because we're all attacking that person, which means I get to desolate them. They're going to take, you know, like 600 damage in a few seconds, just from me alone. Plus the fact they're going to be hitting by other people, so. Alright. I'm ready. I am ready. Alrighty. Get a nice bounty rune to start me off. I know I always have the most of the same build as Spectre, but it's because there's a reason for that. I build into survive the jungle, into farm, and then usually Manta because it's one of the best sources of damage for Spectre. Since she has Desolate. All the Manta illusions get it too, thus very, very strong. I won't always go Manta though, like Axe might convince me otherwise. And Winter Wyvern because I think my illusions get pulled into, so I probably won't get a Manta this game. I'm so glad I got that Stout Shield because there's a Winter Wyvern in this lane. Shadow Demon is stacking. I don't have a problem with that, that's helpful. That's support-like. Alright, Axe is level 2. So, we do have a small problem. Which is that Axe has Call. What an idiot. It does happen. I can't say I've never fed a courier before, you know? I'm very happy, though. That significantly increased my money. In fact, I'm going to end up buying Ring of Health before the boots. Because I can afford to. Looks like a dead Invoker. That's what a support should be doing, by the way. Supporting me is obviously important, but if you can get a kill on the mid, do it. I'm not very strong at resisting Axe's nonsense. I'm not too worried about him getting me. Like Battle Hunger, for example, isn't really going to do much to me. Enough that it irritates me, but... when I get my Ring of Health in a few seconds, I'll be fine. Sorry for snapping at you guys. I had to get the cat to stop. He likes to scratch things. Uh-oh. Nice. I helped harass the axe a little bit there. Well, that was my part to at least help. Only 50 magic damage, but it gave Shadow Demon the ability to maybe right-click once more or get another guaranteed stack on. Ooh. He was gonna call and he changed his mind. I have my ring anyway, so as long as I don't get in the middle of the creep wave, I'll be fine. The main thing about Axe is you can't let him fight you on his terms. If he's fighting on his terms, then he'll win. Missing Axe. He probably went to Shrine, to be honest. Level 5. Very scary for me. I did not get him with that dagger. I just wanted to distract him. I can take a few tower hits here and there, always helps. I'm getting okay last hits. Not perfect, but that's okay. Getting the core at the beginning really helped get me ahead. He has Tranquils, so there's not really much I can do. He tried. I wish people would stop that, though. These are my last hits. I don't mind sharing sometimes, but Mirana does not need them. Can't do anything with Dwarven right now. All I'll do is take up space. Nice try, though. Spectre magic. I'll always keep enough mana for at least the one dagger. Otherwise, you might have a problem. I'll always keep enough. So let's regen. Let's have some experience from this next wave. Gonna need help down here. I'd get rid of that if I ever planned to help. I don't think I can get this no matter what, but we'll see. Ah, just a little bit too much damage. Towers do a lot. 110 damage. Makes me look like a wimp right now. I'm just excited for when I get my next creep dead or so, because I get my level 4 dispersion, which severely increases my survivability. Sax is ready to call me at all times. As he should be, I suppose. I don't really care much about Axe. He can't do much to me by himself. Just trying to make sure we can make this tower last as long as it's possible. I don't want him to take the tower early. Holding it for this long is already impressive, considering that, you know, he's going aggressive on it and had Winter Wyvern to help him. I can't do anything if he calls me by himself, so I don't know what he's trying to do. Ha! Made him waste some mana. He's afraid of the TPs, and he should be, because if he sticks around, he'll just die. He seems tanky, but he's really not, as long as he doesn't have the damage output to deter people. So when he spins a lot, it seems like he has a lot of HP because you die so fast. But he really doesn't have that much. His armor's a lot. But only to physical attacks, of course. And Axe will take a bunch of his damage back. So if he spins on me, he's got a problem. Don't care about that either. That barely touched me. I could help. Came in at just the right time. Nice. That's not up for a while, unfortunately. Thanks, man. Good guy. Alright, working towards my ags now. I'm glad Invoker came down with a bunch of people to gank. And we rebuffed them, and I got a kill on Invoker. So now I just go to my lovely jungle farming. Which, of course, is the same boring AFK farming you guys always see. But that's what it is. You gotta get really good at it. Learn which camp's the most efficient, which is usually the camp you can take fast enough, but still has the biggest creeps. So right now taking a large camp is a little bit rough, so I'm going to take this medium camp instead. Hopefully get enough experience to get level 10, and then I'll have the extra damage to make the large camp much more efficient. Not going to bother taking Ancients till I have a little more damage. Unless they're the only camp around. Ooh, not quite. The small creep should help me though. The hell bear instead of the hell bear smasher. Looks like Invoker's trying to gank again. He was warded, I think. Now this is much more efficient. I do a bunch of damage to him. I'll take the rune, then I'll see if I can take the ancients more efficiently. Oh, that's Tinker. Yeah, he's gonna have a rough time with Invoker if Invoker comes for him. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that. The pure damage from my attacks goes through. I don't want him to call a ton of stuff at once. I'm not afraid of Jug. Because he doesn't do any damage to me. The wonder of it all. That's why it's good to be Spectre in these kinds of things. I think Clock might be dead. Oh, that's a slow axe, though. Dumb. He's playing it really risky, but it worked out. I mean, I'm getting a lot of assists, and I haven't died, and our team is getting a huge advantage right now. So I'm happy. There is nothing I can do to save him. He should be in Biz coming out of that. But, no. Unfortunately, that is the end of him. He probably could have just stayed in lane. He didn't really need to teleport back, but it's Tinker, so he can teleport wherever he wants, whenever he wants. Not too worried about it. I'll have level 2 ult by the time it's off cooldown, which is nice, because the cooldown goes down. Very nice. Very helpful. Lets you farm even more often. Make sure you pick it out so your teammates know whether or not it's a good idea to go in or not. That's money for me. Not nice that they denied it, but I'll take it. This doesn't look ideal at all. Would have loved to move on it, but it just wasn't happening. Didn't know how many there were. Didn't want to go too early and get caught out, and it just didn't look right. So if it doesn't look right, don't go. I'd rather waste 150 mana and put it back on cooldown than die. Or waste my time and not farm. Slow Invoker down so he can't matter as much. That's Lycan. He can try to finish off Shadow Demon real quick. Does Lycan know he's about to... Oh, doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter. He's slow, and I do damage. I don't care. I'm Spectre. Nice. Lycan dying there is huge for our team. He came in to get a kill, which he did get, right? Yeah, he got a kill, and he died for it, which is not worth it for him. So I'll increase the speed that I farm now. I don't know why there was a pause in the first place. Probably an accident. Oof. I'm actually making good headway here on farming. If only I had more mana. If he happens to walk by and give me mana, that would be cool. He did not. That's okay. I have enough to cast ult anyway. Which is something. I don't have enough for my dagger also. It's one or the other at this point, and that's not a great space to be in. Thanks. Now I have enough for both. Let's kill that healer first, because it's just so aggravating. Yep, there's a Ghost Walk. Without Dust, we're not getting that kill. Our team needs to unfortunately accept it. And now it's even more expensive to do my combo, which makes me sad, but it's okay. I'm gonna have to TP just to get my Sacred Relic because I can't send it there with Lycan. Well, I guess I can. Considering that he just left. I just really want my Sacred Relic. Because the farming speed goes way up, and it gets all this dangerous money out of my hands. Was it 60 damage on the Sacred Relic? It's ridiculous. Yep, 60. You just notice how I just let the creep have it now. So, what is this down here? Here's Ghost Walk ready, so... I'm thinking about maybe, instead of a Manta, I will get... maybe a Scotty. A Basher, probably. I'm probably gonna rush my Abyssal Blade. I'm gonna need to hold these guys down. We don't have a ton of stuns. I mean, we have some. Clockwork really adds to the number, but... you can't put all your eggs in one basket, you know? I wish I hadn't done that. Like I came in for nothing now. Wow. Wow. Jug just got me. That's surprising. But it's not unreasonable. You know, he has level 2 ult, does a lot of damage. At least I didn't lose any pooled money or anything. And that just stinks. I thought it was just Axe for a second. That he was being greedy because I can kill Axe. That was not the case. Gave Jug some money I did not want to give him. That's helpful. Get the all stats next. Making it a little harder to kill, increasing my health. Jug having a defusal was really irritating, to be honest. Ancients is next. I'm about to have my Radiance, and I'm pretty happy about it. So I'm definitely thinking that maybe getting my Abyssal Blade first is good. I mean, I need a Scotty, actually. I need to survive. I got Lycans, that's a big deal. I'm getting stronger now. I got my dagger up to maximum. Ult's ready. I'll get a Scotty for the survivability, and then I'll work up to a Abyssal Blade after that. Now they have Radiance much stronger, giving people the chance to miss. Very good. Oh yeah, vision doesn't matter what Invoker does. Double kill for Spectre, always nice. Feeling real good about that. Help me out. He's sapping experience, but I'm okay with that. At this point, I'm already kind of running away with experience anyway. Without ult, it's probably not a good idea for me to fight. I need to farm. That's the strength of Spectre. Unfortunately, Axe showing up there was not good for us. I have to show up. Can't do much else. Not by myself. I do have ult now. Kind of waiting for it to be level 3. It's a lot better. Get the extra second duration and then 10 seconds off the cooldown, but you don't always have control of that. Blocks in for some reason. A little bit crazy if you ask me, but he's in. Level 3 haunt ready. I just bought the Orb of Venom so I would never have to go back to the base for that kind of stuff. No tactical reason besides that. Just easier. Trying to get stronger here. We're only 30 minutes in, and I feel like I don't have a ton of opportunity to make things happen. We did just get an Invoker though, so that's pretty big. I think he realized his little mistake when the ult started getting channeled from Mirana. I'm ready to go. Lycan's a little scary for the team. In case he was about to jump. I just shut that down pretty good. Never know, a well-placed dagger could completely screw up his initiation. Right to my level 20 so I can get my attack speed. Makes me much more threatening. I would love to show up to this. Screw up all of the stuff. I'm gonna die, unfortunately. I did massive damage to them, which was nice, but it's not gonna be enough. His scythe device is unfortunately very bad against BKBs, but Ron is taking a tier 2. Probably not worth it. I did a lot of damage. I think I actually served a very valuable purpose there. It's unfortunate when you die as a hard carry, but I got a kill and disrupted their entire push by weakening them to the point where they really couldn't push high ground. That was not good. They keep doing that too, and I don't understand. They're charging into a Juggernaut, whose ult is very powerful. They're gonna do Roche. I don't know. Haunt up for nearly long enough. We do need wards. Roche wards in particular. Just get a view, see what's going on there. Can't see anybody with a dagger, but that doesn't mean there's nobody in there. Alright. Scotty is the thing. Now that I have Scotty, I'm thinking probably going to my Abyssal Blade so I can stop Lycan and Jug. No way. Which way is he going? I can't stop him. Oh, but Tinker. He's dead. And that is money. That is exactly what we needed to try to come back from this. Back to farming, because that's the Spectre lifestyle. My team did weaken them a lot. It was a bad initiation, because they didn't know I'd be able to come in there and clean house so well, but it did work out. Almost 25. When I get that 400 health town, I'll be happy. He's slow. He does have a blink dagger. It's not worth me dying over. Oh. Fuck. I don't have ult for a minute. Well, not a minute, but a while. If I had ult, I would go on axe right now. Oh, I hoped. You got a wolf in that. Good news is, Basher. Absolutely worth it in every way, shape, or form. I have a basher. I gotta hope I bash him. Like that. That might be GG. Oh, that was lovely. Nice. I'm getting rich now. If I really wanted to get very strong, I would probably... interesting question, I suppose. I'm not really sure what I would get. A butterfly is good, I suppose. I think a butterfly would probably be pretty good here. They have some serious right click and they don't want to buy an MKB. Getting their shrines now to get some extra money out of it. I'm tanky. I got so much health now. Thanks to 25. Now I'm ready for their team. Once I hit the butterfly, I'll have a real big resistance to damage. I could buy a heart in theory. It wouldn't be the the silliest thing, but I don't find that necessarily the wisest thing either. I should say for buyback. I'll be responsible. That's mine. Go ahead, initiate. I dare ya. That's an easy kill on Jug, and with Jug dead, they cannot stop us. We just run right up. And I'm too tanky, so I don't care about the tower hitting me. You need to stop e-blading. I'll tell you that right now. That's very complicated, what I just said, but Need to right click. It's just what it is. Yeah, tell your team the honest truth. Keyblade anybody else. Just not the person I'm trying to attack. Ooh. Let's see how this is. Got a bunch of buybacks out of them. Well, some of those were ours, I suppose. I'll gladly take this. I don't care. Thanks for the money, jerk. EOS vision. Very good of him. I love just bringing the creeps over and just killing them progressively just by existing. Need to get my my talisman of evasion now. Can't afford to die again. Crud. I just need to catch him. He's on a Radiant Burn, he can't get away. Easy Spectre. Oh man, that's wonderful. Only one person to TP to that's not Lycan. Go to them, kill them, and TP out. That's the life. And that's why you play Spectre, for those moments. That's what makes it all worth it. Unfortunately, it looks like this might be my last game, because by the time things are actually cleaned up, it's going to be basically 10. That's sad. These games have just all been longer recently, you know? Maybe it's because of heroes I'm picking. I don't know. The way I'm playing. Got Lycan over there. Got Invoker trying to help. I do not have Haunt, so I can do nothing to assist. I'm sad to say it, but it is true. I'm thinking that taking Roche might be a smart idea. If I can just take Roche while they're doing all of this, then it'll be worth it for the team. My Scotty really prevents Roche from, you know, bashing me as much, which makes it faster, and me bashing him also prevents him from bashing me as much. I get unlucky sometimes to get bashed twice in a row, even though it's a 15% chance. It's not the fastest Roche in the universe or anything, but it certainly helps. It'll allow me to be greedy. Gotta play it safe, these guys. Or just dive in. Bye, Juggernaut. Oh, jeez. Tinker tried to TP to the same place. I always love when people accidentally do that. I certainly came online eventually. There it is. People being salty. But there we go. That's the proper response. We won, so I want to buy my butterfly. Is it greedy? Yes. Do I care? No. I want it, and I will have it. I'll be Ultimate Spectre. I just like it's gonna try to hold it up. I guess now's a good time to try to do whatever we gotta do. I don't care about them. Can't damage me during that. He just screwed it over really bad. GG. So I guess by the time I give my report, it's going to be basically 10 o'clock, 9:50, whatever. So gotta exchange tips. That's just how it is. I wonder how many tips I'm away. Out of curiosity. What challenge did I just do? Oh, I touched on a challenge that I'd done before. That's what it was. Achievements. The tips. I'm blind, obviously. I'm working on that one. That's taking a long time. There we go. 33 out of 50. I'm getting there. Alright, so we'll talk about this this game a little bit. Try to see how much there really is to go into, because I'm not sure. You can see by my net worth, I was pretty high above. Tinker was actually right behind me, which shocks me. Obviously, he was farming creep camps very efficiently in the waves. Good for him. On damage, take a wild guess that mine was... Yeah, besides Tinker, mine was far and away the highest. Tinker did come up to me. So the reason this game went the way it went is because it looked close here, but that's just not true. That was a different distribution of net worth. I was high like the whole game. Now I was in competition with Jug and Lycan, but it didn't matter because my farm was better for continuing to farm. I got like a Radiance, you know what I mean? So Jug's farm was in the form of these smaller items like Diffuser Blade, his Basher, you know what I mean, and then a Blink Dagger, which really was ridiculous. It really kills his ability to solo me, which was obvious. My farm was into things like a Vanguard and a Radiance to help me farm the jungle, even though this was slow. Which meant that now I can farm faster and faster and faster and faster. You get ramped up. And that's what it's about. And I can just buy a Scotty, then buy a Basher, then suddenly buy an Abyssal Blade, and then, you know, I had a Butterfly late just because it didn't have the... It's an expensive item, and I also didn't go to the Secret Shop right away. But then just buy a Butterfly. So I started just stacking items rapidly. This happened because they let me farm. I was in a lane with Shadow Demon against an Axe, and it kind of went meh. I didn't get a ton of last hits, but I did okay. And they rotated lazily. They would rotate one extra person, and we would have someone come, and that would just be it. Like, it would just disband, we might get a kill, might lose the support, but they wouldn't kill me. And they let me get to the point where I could jungle safely. I could just stay in the jungle and not do anything. Then I got my Radiance in the jungle, and I started farming even faster. And once Spectre gets Radiance, Spectre can just stay in the jungle, farm super, super, super fast, and then just show up to the fight. Like you're fighting, boom, Spectre's there. Radiance gives that presence too. It's making Lycan miss, it's making Invoker miss, it's making Juggernaut miss. They're just way less effective when I'm there. And because I'm farming the whole time, they're getting ready to fight, they're moving to fight, that kind of thing. Suddenly, boom, I have a Scotty. Now I'm scary enough that they actually have to, focus me down, which was obvious because one of the times I died, it literally required all 5 people to slow me and jump on top of me. And the problem is they're killing each other. Every time they hit me, I'm doing damage back for that damage reflection. Blade Mail might have been good this game, maybe. Not so good against Jug, but it's good against Axe and stuff. But it just allowed me to get this farm that they just could not contend with, is the word I suppose. And that was great. And you can see by my damage that I was really hurting them. Then once I got my Abyssal Blade, completely counters the BKB on Lycan. It counters Juggernaut Spin. It gives us good initiation. So then, the kind of things you can do is you set up combos. Tinker would set me up. Tinker blinks in, Scythe of Ices, E-Blades, Dagons. They're now really, really hurt. I show up, they're about to get out of it. So it's Jug, for example. He might ult Tinker, and Tinker's going to get messed up. If Tinker saves his E-Blade for himself, which he didn't have at the time, he might live, but it's not going to go well. Jug might get away. So that's the concern. So then I ult in Abyssal Blade, and he's dead. He's been out of commission for a really long time. Scythe of Ice is 3.5. Abyssal Blade is, I want to say, 2. I think it's 2. 1 point. No. 2. Overwhelm stun duration 2. So that's another 2. So 5.5 seconds, he's just down and taking a bunch of damage. So he's dead, and I can do that on any of them, as long as Tinker initiates. Tinker can stop people from TPing. I can stop people from TPing. I have a bash chance that pierces BKB anyway, so I can stop Lycan from chasing someone for a little while, even if he's super fast. And it gets out of control. Then when I bought a Butterfly, though it was at the end anyway, they can't afford to buy an MKB. They weren't in a position, since they were up in their base, to really prevent that. Even when we were equal net worth, we were taking towers. So their net worth might have been kills, but we're taking objectives. They have nowhere to TP to, they can't rotate. It's a big deal, and they had no boots of travel on our team. We had 1 on Tinker, and we're very mobile. Mirana can ult us in, under the shroud of what's going on. We can counter, we can back up, escape an initiation with that. We have all the options. Shadow Demon can stop us from dying. So when we're getting focused, quite a few times Shadow Demon would get me, just prevent me from dying, save somebody else from dying. Like Winter Wyvern would ult. Shadow Demon's a perfect counter. Everybody hit, Mirana. And if Shadow Demon's not caught in the ult, he just traps Mirana in Disruption, whatever it's called. And that just ruins it. So we had we just had better picks, honestly. Shadow Demon's great against Winter Wyvern. Shadow Demon's pretty good against Jug, because if he's targeted, he could just get out of there. He's good against Axe, because if Axe calls and Shadow Demon's not in it, he just prevents Axe from spinning. He's not really strong against Invoker. There's not really much of an interaction. He can dodge stuff. And he can protect people who Invoker hits with a Yule's combo, for example. As they hit the ground, he can kind of protect them, sort of. He's good against Lycan because he gives Lycan illusions, which are very powerful. He's just a good hero here. Great pick. Clockwork can trap people, so he's good against almost everybody, because they have a problem getting out of the cogs. He's just good against all of them. Mirana ult, very strong against Axe when he's trying to chase. Strong against Jug, because if you fade during his ult, it just stops. Strong against Winter Wyvern, because you never get the chance to. He never gets the chance to ult you as you come in. You're there. And strong against Lycan when he's trying to chase. Tinker is super strong against Lycan because can just show up while he's split pushing and just disable him. I'm strong because I can show up for the same reason. Can jump on Invoker and disable him, which is very powerful. Good against Winter Wyvern because Tinker doesn't do any damage to our team. Same thing with Shadow Demon, by the way. We just don't do any damage to the team, so if they're not the target, they don't do anything. Tinker is not so good against Jug, but that's okay. And good against Axe, because magic damage. He has armor, doesn't matter. I'm great against Lycan for the reasons I mentioned. I'm good against Invoker because I can jump right on him. Bad against Winter Wyvern, because Winter Wyvern can prevent me from right-clicking. I still get Desolate goes through, and my Radiance goes through, but it's not really a lot. And Winter Wyvern can slow me, which kind of stinks. And ults my team, I just kill them. I'm strong against Jug because I can Abyssal Blade through his magic immunity, and I don't care as much if he ults me. As long as I don't get every single jump, I'm fine. I can literally jump in just to be next to my team, so I can take jumps because it doesn't matter. I have a ton of armor and I have damage reduction and I have a lot of health. I built that way. And I'm strong against Axe, because late game, he doesn't do any damage to me. His spins don't touch me. He takes as much damage as I'm taking, pretty much. And I hurt him a lot, because I have pure damage. So basically, we won because of a large variety of good picks versus their bad picks. We had way better rotations, way better team play, and they allowed us to farm. They took the space when I tried to take space, so I wasn't with my team. They really didn't double down and try to like 5-man the other 4 members of my team. They kind of just tried to split a little bit. We let them have the early towers, and that's fine because now I have farm. Realistically, we just had to farm on the right people at the right time. Me and Tinker, being the bigger carries on our team, were so rich compared to their team. So rich. And Marana actually had a bunch of money too. So me, Marana, and Tinker had so much money. It just didn't even matter what they did. Like, these items counter jug just by themselves and like, oh, you're gonna attack me? I'll E-blade you or E-blade me. It doesn't matter. So, basically, that's why it went the way it did. So, it's essentially 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to start a new game because it's going to be way too long into it, especially since the game's taking an hour now. It's ridiculous. So, I appreciate you guys watching. I will be streaming again this coming Wednesday for those of you who watch it live. And this video will be up if you want to watch it again, or if you're on YouTube, it's already up by the time you're watching it anyway, so it's irrelevant very quickly. I usually try to get them up within an hour. It does depend on processing times. I have been late before, I've been a day late before, because if it's processing at 95% and I go to bed and it just cancels for no reason, it happens. But whatever, I do my best, so it should be fine. So, like I said, thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time.